But look at this nice braised teriyaki pork steak. Oops. Good.
Looks nice.
I'm a chef, baby. Whoa!
Oh my god.
Whoa!
What?
Whoa! Ah, it's burning my hand!
So, we haven't posted in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. I cover my nipple with this chicken. But look at my nipples. Anyway, Nikki actually shot a vlog. And she said she was gonna edit it because she went on this cool adventure, left me at home. I was at home watching anime. She went out and went to see, what's her name?
Lindsay Sterling.
Lindsay Sterling, the violinist chick. Even though she didn't get that vlog put together, we do have some clips I'm gonna show you right now. It's really interesting and it looked like she enjoyed her time, so check it out.
Right after I shot that, I started my new job. You guys don't know yet, but I got a job at a chiropractic center. I don't know, let me sit down and talk to you guys. I didn't think like the client base was that big, but surprisingly it is. And I'm really enjoying my job, keeping me really busy. But anyway, that's why we haven't posted yet. Yeah, he went on like a church camp too, so we didn't get to vlog anything.
I'm making you a Chick-fil-A braised chicken. It's chicken braised in Chick-fil-A sauce. It's gonna be lit. Anyway, I work at a church, as many of you guys know already. I was actually gone the last couple days shooting a youth camp. Chicken's almost burning. Just kidding. That's the way it's supposed to look. But, ah! Frick!
Oh my gosh.
Man, Chick-fil-A sauce, it hurts it where it counts. It's now brown Chick-fil-A sauce. It's supposed to be like that.
Okay.
I'm a good cook. Don't judge me.
He is a really good cook. Oh my gosh. Continue. You keep stopping.
I'm sorry. I'm just all over the place today. Yeah. I was there, middle of nowhere, no signal, editing videos, shooting kids. Editing videos and shooting videos of kids.
Yes, that's better.
So basically we were kind of like long distance all over again for 3 days.
Yeah.
3 days long distance, baby. I said, Nikki, do you love me?
Do you love each other? Oh my god.
No, they don't.
Can you feel the love tonight? The peace the evening brings.
What do we have here?
What do we have here for Nikki's dish? I made a Chick-fil-A sauce braised chicken with a little bit of teriyaki, white rice, jasmine, and a honey glazed spinach that was steamed and covered in honey. For me, I have a teriyaki garlic pork steak. The rest of the pork steaks are being smoked in the smoker, and I am also going to have the honey glazed spinach. I'm about to cook that now, and that is lunch. And yeah, so yeah, comment below if you think I should start a cooking channel. Just kidding, I never share my secrets. So that's the way to start it right there. Anyway, like I was just saying in the kitchen when I was shirtless, I've been at camp this past week, well, past couple days, and she's been working, and you know, in a sense we kind of went back to doing a long distance thing, like a mini long distance. For you guys who are familiar with our story, you know that long distance is not anything new to us. A lot of our relationship since dating, even dating all the way up to our marriage, has been long distance. More details in our how we met video, so if you want to see how that kind of rolled out and the details that we're talking about right now, go watch that first or watch that after, whatever your preferences.
So, like, a lot of memories came back of how we made it work, and we thought we would share them with you.
So here is our top 10.
Top 10.
Does it even have 5 fingers?
You mean?
Things 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, dogs have 5
Of course they do.
fingers. I didn't know that was a thing.
Can
Anyway.
I just say this? The reason I picked Coco was because he has this cross on his chest. I always felt like Jesus gave him to me at a very specific time in my life, and I knew it was from Jesus because of the cross.
What if you
on
held
his
them
chest.
upside down? Then it'd be like the devil.
Why would I hold them upside down?
Devil dog.
Anyway,
Top 10.
our top 10
Long distance relationship.
tips, advice,
Tips.
whatever. Here's our
Yeah,
top 10.
just check out the title. Number 1, knowing what you're getting into. This is a very important thing. Long distance relationship is not a joke. It's not something if you're having like a summer fling that you should go into. We went into a long distance relationship knowing I was going to marry her. Now I'm not saying it has to be that serious, but I'm saying if you're going to do it, you have to be serious about it. It's not something that you like take as a joke.
Long distance takes a lot of trust and effort. Like, you have to put a lot of effort into it, and you have to be able to trust the other person.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Which is something we had down for the most part. I mean, then again,
For the most part.
she's too fine, so it's hard. It's not that I don't trust her, I don't trust those guys that be hitting on her. But, you know, I trust her. She'd probably push him away, saying, my man.
Flash him the ring.
Flash in the ring, that bling. Before we head to number 2, I just also want to say that a lot of these tips are going to sound repetitive because they all go along with each other. They're all intertwined. You can't have one without the other.
Now, number 2 is commitment. You have to be committed to the person, committed to doing the long distance thing, because without commitment, it would be easy to fall away or easy to get distracted or lose hope.
Part of the commitment is sitting down with your significant other before you guys go to the long distance relationship and put out like a game plan. Know what you're gonna do and stick to it.
Yeah.
Especially with her, when she was in South Africa and I was in America, there was a time difference. And one of the things that we were committed to is I would call it my lunchtime, which is around 6 o'clock her time, every single day. You can't skip it unless it's like a super emergency. But other than that, you have to be dead on it.
Well, technically, you called 3 o'clock my time, but we also talked at 11 o'clock my time. So we call each other 2 times a day.
And even now that we're together, I still call her at my lunch break because that commitment has actually become a habit for me.
Yeah.
So at my lunch break, I pull up the phone, FaceTime. Hey babe, miss you. What time is it over there? Oh wait, it's the same time because you're here.
Anyway.
Number 3 is compromise. Compromise is a huge thing, especially in long distance relationships, because most of those times there is a time change or just schedules are different. You know, you're not around the person all the time, so you have to make time.
Yeah.
There's gonna be times where you're like very tired, very exhausted, maybe you're even sick. You have to be able to put those things aside and, you know what, I'm going to be committed, number 2, to this, and I'm gonna compromise my personal needs so I can fit their needs. And it works both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compromise also goes along with boundaries, and we had to set that for each other. Like, I didn't feel comfortable with him doing photo shoots with girls alone.
Because I'm a photographer, but I knew that she wasn't comfortable with me taking pictures with girls, and I respected that, so I didn't. I canceled those shoots. Now, in any other situation, now that she's here, she would accompany me.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
I mean, for me, it was just hard because I was on the other side of the world. So
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my gosh.
It also goes with the trust thing. I wasn't comfortable with her going to like parties and stuff like that over in South Africa when I didn't know who these people
Parties? I don't know, parties.
Not parties, but like, you know, going to the college like festivals and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to hang out with other guys.
Okay.
Boundaries and compromise. You know, you compromise your time, you compromise your, not even needs and wants, but just stuff that you usually would be fine doing with, and then you have to take into their feelings and how they feel about different situations.
Okay, so number 4, I would say, is working towards the same goal. It goes a long way knowing that you're both are working to a certain thing, and you know, keeping each other accountable and staying hopeful and
Definitely.
encouraging each other, you know.
This is one of those things that before you start a long distance relationship, you have to discuss this with your significant other. You got to say, hey, this is where I want to end up.
Yeah.
A long distance relationship should never stay long distance. You should never be in a long distance relationship
And not work towards something.
And I'm not saying this is wrong, but if I don't consider a long distance relationship if you've never met the person in real life. Sure, you can meet them online and maybe do like an eHarmony thing, but if you don't have any intentions to meet them in real life, then you shouldn't be in it at all. So you have to sit down and say, hey, this is when and what we're gonna do in our future.
And that goes along with number 5.
That goes along with number 5, which is future planning, or just planning in general, actually.
Yeah.
You have to plan time to say, this is when we're going to visit each other. This is when we're going to do this. For in our case, this is when we're going to get married. We had a real relationship.
Really?
We had a in-person relationship when I was in South Africa, and then when I left back to America, the next step was, I am going to marry you. So that was what we were looking for. That was what we were planning for. You have to have that end goal in mind, and you have to plan the steps to go. You can't just say, here's A, here's B. You have to go and fill in what's in between.
It also got me excited when we talked about the future, like talking about nights we're gonna spend together, making dinner and watching movies and stuff like that. It like really, it gave me hope and it made me excited, and in a way it made the time go faster. It's
almost like in a movie, when a movie that you really want to see is coming out, they always release the trailers. For me, it's like that new Godzilla trailer. Ooh, baby, let me tell you. It's like a movie. You have to keep dropping the teasers. You gotta keep dropping the trailers before you watch the full movie. It brings up the hype.
Yeah. So number 6 is being creative with it. We logged into the same iCloud account.
iCloud account, yeah.
So at that point I used his tablet, and he would write me letters, and it would be in my notes. So I'd go read it, and I'll write him something back, and we just did that back and forth.
For you guys who don't understand, like the process is for the Apple people. I'm actually Android now, but at the time, she had my old iPad. I gave it to her, and I had my laptop, and we had it both synced to the same account, so our notes would like sync up. So if I typed something in the notes on my laptop, it would show up on her iPad. So what we did was basically on almost a weekly or just randomly every now and then, we'd write each other's letters to that. So I'd write a letter and then wait a couple hours and I'll text her, hey, check your notes. And she's pulling it up right now. So she'll read one of my letters and I'll read one of hers. So fair warning, before we read these or read one of each, we were really driving like the hard poetic romantic kind of thing. So it's like Song of Solomon, maybe not Song of Solomon, but it is like Romeo and Juliet kind of like, and it's passionate, you know. We were trying to really put our heart into it. So yeah,
it was also really fun. I enjoyed it.
It was fun, yeah.
Okay, anyway.
So this one is from me. She's gonna read from me.
Okay.
I'll read one from her.
I think this is after we got married. Dear Nikki, it has been a little over a month since we parted ways physically, yet emotionally and spiritually we remain closer than ever. My heart aches for you every breathing second of my life. I look to the horizon knowing as my sun sets, your sun rises. Yet I can't help but dream of the day that we will be able to gaze upon the sunset together as one. Until then, I remain a puzzle missing just one piece. You. A lock without a key. A tree without its roots. You are what drives me to do what I do. What influences me to persevere every long day. The very thought of you wakes me up early in the morning to an empty bed and keeps me up at night with the thoughts of what could have and what will. I love you unconditionally. Love, Wa.
Ooh.
That's so cute.
That was good, man. Someone write these down and put them in a book.
All his letters was really cute. Like I blushed every time.
Dude, that made me blush. All right.
Oh my
Here's
God.
one from Nikki.
No, don't read that one.
I'm reading this one.
No.
Dear Wall, I write to you with great sorrow. My eyes are desperately awaiting the sight of you. I look back to the early days of our acquaintance and our friendship, as to the days of love and innocence, and I wish I could relive them until I am finally reunited with you, my one true love. My love has made me selfish. I cannot exist without you. I am forgetful of everything but seeing you again. My life seems to stop there. I see no further. I pray that the next 121 moons
That was actually days. Yeah, anyway, go on.
pass quickly so we can start our lives together. Love, Nikki. Oh, look at all these moons later. That's cute. Anyway, you guys get the idea. Be creative. Play games. If you guys have iPhones and you both have iPhones, play the little games and
That's
text
actually
messages.
what we did. We played Fortnite.
Well, that was like near the end, but we started
Yeah.
playing Fortnite. But be creative with your relationship. And worst case scenario, if you're not creative, if you're just a dull person, Google things. I'm sure there's plenty of websites, plenty of tips other than what we did that can help. I mean, if you live close, not far enough where you can actually mail each other things, why don't be pen pals? Why don't you actually write letters like old people used to? Anyway, number 7. What's number 7?
Have a always have a positive attitude, because it's gonna get hard sometimes and you're gonna miss the other person. You're gonna wish you were together, and if you're not strong enough to handle it, you're gonna grow weary, and that's gonna cause you to lose focus.
Like all relationships do, you may have a disagreement, you may have an argument. Even in long distance relationships, you can have that, but you have to be positive. It's actually easier, I think, to apologize to a person when they're near you all the time. When it's long distance relationship, if you got an argument, you can just say, all right, I'm just gonna mute you. That's not right.
Yeah.
You have to be positive in your relationship. You have to say, all right, we hit a rough spot in our long distance. We're getting a little tired, maybe getting a little impatient, but it's worth it in the end. Look at the end goal and say, this is worth it. You know?
Yeah, you have to keep fighting.
You have to keep fighting. Down to the last 3, which in my opinion are the most important ones. So number 8 is have patience.
Yeah.
A long distance relationship is founded on patience. I don't know how else to like make that clear. You have to be patient with the person. You have to be patient that you're gonna see them. You have to be patient with responses on messages. I mean, if she messaged me and I didn't message back, she can't go off and say, oh, he's ignoring me. You can't assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should respond as soon as you can, but there's some cases where I may be on a video shoot, or I may be working, or I may be sleeping or taking a poop, and I can't text back. Well, if I'm pooping, I could probably text back. I have my phone with me. But there's times where someone may relay a message and the other person doesn't come back, and you have to have patience that they will.
I mean, but we never missed a day. We talked every single day.
Yeah, that's true.
We video called every
But I'm saying, and you have to know that it's gonna end. Long distance relationship will end. Not the relationship, the long part will end, and you'll be in the relationship.
Yeah.
But if you don't have patience, then you start getting doubtful, and doubtful doesn't lead to anywhere good at all. If you do not have that foundation of patience, then the relationship is going to crumble.
If you don't have patience, you're gonna get a negative attitude about it.
It's very true.
Yeah.
And that, like I said, it goes along with the being positive.
Yeah.
Patience, young grasshopper.
Number 9 is communication.
You can't have any relationship without communication.
Yeah. We talk to each other every single day. We video called every single day. We didn't miss one day, and I mean that helped us a lot. It brought us a long way, because we still got to know each other, and we still grew together doing that.
I even would say some of the most significant moments in our relationship so far, since the beginning, was during our long distance time.
Yeah.
We laughed, we cried over the phone. She saw my tears. Communication is key in any relationship.
Yeah.
And you can't stress about it enough. I mean, you have to talk about anything and everything. Don't have dry communication. Hey, hi, how's it going? Good. What are you doing? Nothing. You? What are you doing? Nothing. Cool. Bye. Talk about your day. Talk about what you're eating.
Really engage in it.
Communication. Yeah. But it's the level of communication, the quality of communication. Use emojis.
Use emoji.
Don't be a person that says I love you and don't send the heart emoji.
Yes, don't be that person.
Don't be that person. And one of the ways you can communicate is by seeing one another, FaceTiming, Snapchatting. It's very important that you see one another. Don't stick to texting. I mean, you can call, but if you see one another, that communication is 10 times more. You're stimulating your eyes, you're stimulating the brain, not in a weird way, but in like video call each other. I mean, with so much technology, send each other funny videos like, oh, look at me, do stuff. I mean, Snapchat.
Yeah.
Keep it appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely keep it appropriate. We don't indulge in any of that sinful nature. Anyway, number 10.
Number 10 is the most important aspect of it, and that is keeping God in the middle. Because if you keep God in the middle, it will naturally flow into all of the other stuff, and you will be strong. Your relationship will be strong because God is in the middle, and you will last, and it will be good.
And this applies to normal relationships as well,
Yeah.
especially since me and Nikki are Christians, and that is, the faith is one of the, if not the number one thing in our lives. Then it's something that we share. It makes us more connected.
Yeah.
We can't stress that enough either. I mean,
That's the most important.
that goes with the type of communication you do. You know, one of the things we started doing was a Bible studies over the phone. We talk about what we read. We'd read. Praying with each other constantly is a big one. You always pray with each other, and when you're not talking to your significant other, pray over them. Pray for their safety. Pray for their patience. Pray for their mind. Pray for everything.
Yeah, that's it. That's the most important part.
It's number one part. It's number one part in basically everything.
Yeah.
It's keeping God in the middle.
Yeah.
One of the things I used to tell the young kiddos is save room for Jesus. Now that's a physical thing, but in a relationship, make sure Jesus is in there. I mean, I have this ball in my hand. So there you have it. There is our top 10 long distance relationship advice.
And we really hope that it will help you guys figure out your relationships, and now you know what to do.
We're not going to say that your relationship's going to be the exact same as ours.
Yeah.
No one's is. But they're just general rules that you can follow. Not saying we're doctors or anything in the area, psychologists or nothing. We're just kind of speaking from a personal point.
Yeah.
And sorry this is not that fun of a vlog. It's just like a serious thing. And I think it's actually going to be very helpful. Anyway, sorry once again for not posting. We've been very busy. She's got a job now. I got a job. But we're going to still committed. Sorry. Don't freak out. We're still posting videos. We're still doing our thing. We're still want to share what's going on in our lives with you guys.
Definitely.
So make sure you guys subscribe.
Like and subscribe. And
Especially subscribe, because that's going to notify you guys when we do post them. So in the events that we are late, which a lot of the times we are, it will tell you, hey, we posted a video. We're all here to help each other. So comment below any tips. Comment below anything. Comment if this helped you. Comment if you need help. We're a community. I'm sure we'll comment, and if you really need help in anything and need advice, we'll try our best to comment as much as we can.
yeah.
And yeah, this has been a fun video. It's been an insightful video. I hope you guys took a lot from it. We're gonna go do some stuff, and yeah, anyway, God bless, and we out.
Bye.